Hello, Fonshine, and welcome back to the Eastern Front. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. This is gonna be a pretty big battle, I suspect. We have two rifle companies up ahead against us. Unsure of their status, how well they're doing. They have been here. They are here in the area, like where we've been fighting for a while now. So, but as usual, I'm never gonna underestimate these guys again. We also have an like how can you say it, unidentified battle group here. For some reason, it gets this name underneath it. I haven't really figured it out, and I don't think anyone in the comments could figure it out either, really. Or hold on, I think we had a commenter that kind of figured it out, but yeah, well, it's looking like an engineer company or something. Because if we look at their logo down here, for example, and here, these are engineer battle groups and this one looks similar, but for some reason it's called Musikovsky. Yeah. Up ahead as well, we have a enemy tank company of the KV type, and we will see how many operational tanks they have at all. And we have a juicy regimental command as well that I would love to take out. In the previous episode, we severely reduced the 150th Tank Brigade, HQ up here, which is really nice to see. Other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot left of the enemy here. Um, we have this battle group that is just outside here, but other than that, I don't think the enemy is so strong here in the operational scheme of things, and it's taken us a bit of it's taken us a while to actually reduce them, to this state. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, let's see what we get here. See you guys on the battlefield. Okay, and here we are. It looks like a nice clear day for us to be fighting. Yep, 12 o'clock, middle of the day, clear weather. 15 degrees only Celsius. A cool, nice um, summer day, late summer day. And yeah, our strategic depth or operational depth, whatever you want to call it, is about it's better than the enemies, but we're nearly equal. I would say it's a 40-60 split with us in favor. Sorry. And yeah, we can see quite a lot of the battlefield that we've been fighting over from here. We can see the southern outskirts of Verilovka, the unnamed farmstead out there. We can see even here we have farmstead Makri. As I said before, not a whole lot left of this farmstead. You can see the edge of Bird Grow here, or Redkaya, as the Soviets called it, Vogelwelchen, your German. Not a whole lot left here either, to be fair. And we can even see the southern outskirts here, or the southern parts of Olchovatka village here. Also kinda in, I mean, it's not looking as bad as the other settlements that we've fought over, but still it's not in tip-top shape, I wouldn't say. You can see all these craters here that have landed, excuse me, across the battlefield. You can see Bird Grove has been heavily shelled. It's all beige fields out here, strong points. This is really cool, by the way. This location here has been fought over, like we have killed so many dudes here. So many Soviets have been killed down this hill. We can even see remnants of it right now. You can see our strong point here has been bombarded. This strong point, uh, basically all over the place, I would say. And also my favorite place to show off the tank graveyard here, where T-34s and trucks and everything are flipped over and knocked out. And we even have out here, we have a nice place. Or well, it's the opposite of nice, but it's a testament to our hard fighting here in the region. Same up here. I'm sorry if this is boring to you guys, but I think it's pretty cool seeing all these knocked out tanks. This one especially like used as cover in some battles. This one too. I think we should even have out here, yeah, you can see B-34 platoon destroyed out in the field. Anyhow, that is neither here nor there. This battle. rather, let's take a quick head count of everyone on field if we can do that. See, so we didn't miss anyone. Oh, and it looks like we have about 895 men on field right now. So yeah, it's quite a bit. We also have here the 768th Infantry Regiment HQ, which we'll try to keep as far away from the battle as possible, obviously. Anyway, up to me now to get everything sorted out, and I'll see you guys when I'm done with that, so see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are, guys. I just wanted to go through a little bit with you before we start off to explain really my setup here. You'll see a lot of units are hidden away here. These units are either damaged or out of ammo. Blinking yellow in general means that they're low on ammo and such. Some of them are still, you know, like mortars that belong to a platoon still stay with that platoon, although a bit tucked away. Other than that, like, yeah, in general, blinking yellow is something bad. For example, these men have ammo, but their stamina is exhausted, and these are the guys that were buggy, and they're set up here to hold this position. Pretty close to the enemy here. However, I think it's needed. I don't want to lose control of this trench system, and they are kind of well supported. So I think we will suffer if the enemy appears like in our trenches. We will suffer some initial losses. Sadly, this recon platoon will have to take the brunt of it, if I'm guessing. But yeah, to keep like control of the trench, that's a sacrifice we're gonna have to make. We can also move a bit to the right here, because here we're all set up in an ambushing position, basically, told to hold fire. Some infantry platoons, low on strength recon platoon, and some 5cm AT guns in a tight formation here, also told to hold fire, because if I remember correctly, the enemy AV1 battle group, tank battle group, was somewhere around here, according to our intel. And the enemy attack arrow is going in this way, so side shots, maybe. We've also set up blocks with stronger anti-tank guns, back 40s, here, here, and also 2 guns just here. If we manage to, if they want to go this way, we have set up some pack 40s that can penetrate the KV1 from the front. Here in the low ground, we have a platoon of very poor tanks. They're not doing good at all, but they can stay in the fight for like sub 5 minutes and then get the hell out of there if needed, if the enemy wants to come through here, and if this infantry support here does not suffice. Our own attacking company will be this one. We have 2 semi-healthy platoons, one actually healthy platoon in Kinza here, and as you can see, this green dotted line is where we can't put them outside here. So if I would want them to be in another position to prepare for the attack, well, I can't. And you can see them, they're green highlighted and blinking right now. This is going to be our attacking units. They're going to have to push out through this road or through this gap in the barbed wire. There's no possible position for them to stage in that is both outside the barbed wire and also hidden from the enemy. So they're told to act with caution. They're gonna keep their heads low when the battle starts and hold fire. They are supported by a semi-healthy tank platoon that is a bit low on ammo, a bit banged up, but can still do some work probably in their in the attack. Yeah, machine guns, mortars are placed all over the area, and we will see how this goes. So let's get it started. Yeah, initial orders. We also actually, sorry, we have another attacking platoon here, or yeah, platoon, because Olberg, I want to actually probably stay in reserve here to maybe push up towards the front line here. However, Lutwitz is gonna, how do you say it? They're gonna, I want them to group up covertly and along this creek here, and I'm unsure what will be the best command to do it. Maybe if we just tell them to move covertly here, they will do it nicely. We don't know. We will see. Rudel, their company commander, can follow suit. Olberg stays in reserve here. hidden in foxholes. Elements are working as defense of the strong point and the open ground, and yeah, mortars and machine guns are basically covering the strong point and the open ground. So yeah, that is something I wanted to do. So let's get her started. And here we're gonna have some unit loss. It's MG34s that are too low on manpower to continue fighting and so on. You can see the enemy green flares here appearing. And yeah, let's see here. MG34s that are out of working order. No surprise there. Yeah, so not that many green flares, to be honest with you guys. Not that many. Seems like Lutwitz is gonna try and head in this direction and then go along like that, which is what we want. So hopefully they succeed. You're gonna see them bunch up really weirdly once they get into formation here, which is it is what it is. Something is burning out there in the distance. The unnamed farmstead is also burning from previous fighting and incendiary fire missions. If you remember, is that 2 episodes ago? Pretty cool little battle order. This is firmly in our hands now, which feels freaking great, honestly. Have it back under control. But yeah, no enemies to be spotted yet, which tells me a little bit about their aggression levels. If they're very aggressive in their attack, we should generally have seen them by this point. Yeah, you can see Lutwitz kinda getting on with it towards there. We will see how well they make do here. And here we can see them out in the open, and enemy tank just in the place where we didn't want it to be. We have coverage of, and we can tell actually our AT guns that are free to open fire, obviously. We have coverage pretty well, like from enemy tank assaults, but just in this area, they're gonna be a bit invisible to our AT guns. If they make a move here, they're cooked. If they make a move here, they're cooked. But around here, they have some play, or whatever you want to call it. And Farmstead Macri is being bombarded, lagging up the game a little bit. Machine guns are beginning to fire at this unassuming group of Soviet infantry here. I don't know what kind of tank that is, but we can check out what happens to these Soviet infantrymen as they make their move around here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they got cut down. But I want to check out that tank first and foremost. It's a T-34. A Mickey Mouse variant, as I've previously talked about. If you see these 2 hatches from the front, it kind of looks like the ears of Mickey Mouse, you know. Production started in 1942, so this is a brand spanking new tank. By this point in the war. So yeah, those 2 ears up there. Here you can see fires across the creek and a big... Oh my goodness, they have really zeroed us in here with the artillery. Jesus Christ. Okay, pain. Let's see the damage. Pack 40 over here is our most valuable unit, and you can see they are not doing good. Gun is seemingly intact though for now, so it can work with a 6-man crew, but dang, they had this whole trench system zeroed in, which is not surprising. It was a bit dumb of me to put so much stuff here, but it is what it is. 2 Pack 40s, which are gonna be vital in dealing with enemy tanks, have been hit. These Pack 38s are firing. They can actually see across here and fire onto this tank from the side, which is really nice. Out here, ooh, a KV-1 moving in this direction. And a 76mm gun. Okay, we have a Pack 40 up here. They are dog tired though. They are exhausted. But if the KV makes a stupid move up here, we can probably pick it off together with these Buck 97s over here. Oh well, here's to me saying we don't have a strong enemy. Let's see how it goes for this. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it. Yeah, just flying above are the armor piercing shells from the Pak 38s, which can, if they hit through the side like that, do a whole lot of damage. And it stopped. Good. I'm pretty sure we knocked it out actually with that shot. That looks like a beautiful entrance hole there. Cool. Good. Anyhow, let's take a look at okay, yeah, this Pak 40 says it can't combat, but I'm pretty sure it can actually, if they get back on it. Yep. Cool. And this Pak 40 is in working order as well. Good. We don't have any off-map artillery for this this time, but we do have some on-map artillery. I don't remember where I put all the spotters. Here's one, for example. And if we're lucky, we could get a spot out towards that gun position, maybe. Maybe. I think that gun is of highest importance not to knock out, actually. Because it's gonna be hell if he just gets to fire at us uninterrupted. And yeah, this D34, I think he's done for, actually. Look at those nice entrance holes. That is a beautiful sight. Okay. You guys can cease fire. Actually, you can retarget and target that gun if you're able to. Tanks here are working. Lutwitz is getting on with it. Mortars are firing at enemies in the open. Cool. MGs are working as well nicely. Yes. We're getting targeting towards the enemy gun by our Pak 40s. Beautiful. The enemy field gun. Oh my goodness, I can hear painful sounds from back here. Mortars are being kind of knocked out back here. It is what it is. But nothing too valuable was here. Yeah, this T-34, as you can see here, it is still being targeted. And we can see the amount of entrance holes here in the side. They should really cease fire on that thing. So, I don't know how to make them do that. They all should hold fire on infantry, obviously. But yeah, let's just tell them to cease fire. If at all possible, do not waste all of their ammunition here. Unsure if we have gotten anything done towards this enemy gun here. Seems like they're getting targeted but not hit, but they seem to be ducking down and stuff, so I'm guessing they're feeling it a little bit. Cool. Okay. I don't know why this T-34 is still considered. Oh my god, someone is up there in the turret firing. Okay. Well. Keep targeting it then. Look at this. Look at this. I was totally expecting it to be out of service by now, but you know. Here's our ambushers. Maybe that silenced it. No, no, it didn't. Still counted as active. And their Lutwitz is getting on with it nicely, so let's tell them to keep moving this way. Troops in the open are being cut down by heavy fire from MGs. Let's hold off on those for now, and we can see this KV tank is making his way around here. Gonna be a lot to ask from this one AT gun here. He's even in position to target it nicely here. He should be angling up like this. Cool. Just get ready for contact with that one. We might need the MGs to join in and target the enemy tank as well, just to disturb it a bit. And here, I mean, we're just all of our ammunition almost for these 5cm guns just going towards destroying Mickey Mouse here. I mean, how can someone survive in there, you know? Anyhow, tell them to cease fire yet again. Actually, did you hear that? I wonder where they got. Oh, he's up in the. There's someone in the turret. Okay. Fire at will then, guys. Okay, no, don't fire at will then. There you go. What the hell? I don't know. I don't know why it isn't working. Okay. What do you mean by this? Come on. There you go. Now this should be... Except you. There. Okay. There we go. Now we can fire at will at this T-34. But nobody's firing. No, there we go. Cool. Oh my god. A round flew by, impacted here, and this officer nearly escaped with his life. Pretty cool. Look at this. Fire keeps coming from this T-34. That is amazing. That was a good hit though. Okay. Well, can't just keep looking at that thing. We have other fish to fry here. KV-1 is rolling up. Oh. Oh, he's just standing out there in the field. Okay, yeah, well. Go ahead. We're gonna have to reduce these numbers quite a bit before we make any movements with our friendly units in the open here. Look at this. Ooh. The Invincible T-34, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say. First 15 minutes of the battle or something has been focused on. Oh yeah. You got a freaking shot off towards that gun, didn't you? Let's do this instead. Actually, like this. Do not target that gun, as it's way out of your effective field of fire. They have gotten like themselves a bit scrunched up though, and the gun is broken. So that is good. I don't think they're gonna be able to use this gun. Look at it. Look at the state of it. It's T-34, man. I don't know. I don't know. Utwitz is moving out nicely. They could be on AI maneuver control, of course. What is this KV-1 doing? He's not doing anything. That is good news, honestly. No news is good news in this case. Okay. I'm gonna try and actually set a target for observed fire on this gun out here. Yeah, the mortar spotter is getting on with it. Cool, we're gonna strike that gun with mortars when that gets ready. Pretty cool. So he's up here, transmitting via wire link to his mortars who are down here. Green marked one here, blinking, because he's told to hold fire. Mortar section leader. Mortar section. Pretty cool. Anyhow. I think we silenced this one. I haven't heard anything from it in a while. Which is good. It is good. Oh, look at this. They have abandoned the gun. Okay. Don't need any mortar fire then. In that case. But we could target them a little bit. Just to bring it home. So there you go. Now he should start transmitting. And the mortarmen are beginning to fire. Any second now. Yeah, there you go. They're firing out their first rounds. He's gonna be watching for impacts. See how these impacts are looking. It's gonna take a while for them to fly out, so we can just cancel the fire mission right now. Where it's gonna take. If we just kept going, we would just waste a whole lot of ammo, I think, for these mortars. Yeah, here they go. So these are our 8cm mortars impacting here. Pretty cool. The enemy is moving here on the far side of the hill. T-34. Very low activity coming from him right now. None at all. MGs are doing wonderful work here. Depressing and killing targets in the open. Did I hear that correctly? Fire at will then, everyone. Everyone in here can be on fire at will at this point. You guys are gonna need to actually put some holes in this tank. I mean, I know you can see it because look at this shit. I can see my little guns over there. Ever so slightly. Something is buggy with this thing right now, actually. Because I'm clicking it and nothing is seemingly happening here. So freaking odd. This is so weird, guys, honestly. Okay. Now they're told that they can fire at will. They have a target inside. It's white. They can see it. But nothing is happening. We have no other good way to deal with it, honestly. Huh. This is probably a HQ truck down here. Getting whooped. Getting schwacked with 7.92mm fire. KV1 has been moved out of sight now for us, so I don't know where his current whereabouts are. Hold on. Yeah, here he is. I can hear him. And we can see the little marker now. He's moving out of the action. Okay. Fine by me. Now we're finally getting some targeting back onto this T-34. You can see the targeting line coming from one of the AT guns over here. Let's see here. He has quite a lot of ammo left. That's the nice thing with these 5cm is that they get a lot of ammo due to the ammo being so small. And yeah, look at this stuff. How many bullet holes or how many entrance holes can we count, guys? Well, look at that. Turret is turning and he's engaging. And that one hit quite high up here. Should kill an occupant of the turret in my opinion, but well. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, they're returning fire with oh my god. Ludwig's platoon is getting targeted. Can we please knock this T-34 out before anything else? Or, like, before I turn crazy here? Because there's a gun down here that we need to kill. How odd. Smokes are perfectly positioned between our AT guns and the T-34 now, by the way. Anyhow. We have a KV moving in the far distance up here, which is gonna turn him into a ample target for our Pack 40s back here, actually, I think. As they were able to fire upon the gun, the field gun earlier. When it was like around here. Oh yeah. Invincible freaking tank. Look at this shit. I might, come on. just to clarify, in real life in the war, at this point of the war, 5cm guns not only penetrated the frontal armor of these tanks, but they also broke them at the welding seams due to poor welding. They cracked the armor plates due to poor metallurgy, and yeah. Also at this point of the war, and I mean throughout the war in general, the Soviet tanker had very few training hours, and in many cases none at all. He was not disciplined, he was not professional in his use of the, or well, he wasn't a professional, how can you say it, in the employment of tanks. This tank, for example, has no internal microphone. You cannot speak. You cannot speak with each other in the tank, because imagine you're right here in the fighting compartment, the engine is there, shit is flying, shit is burning. Like, you go sit beside a old diesel engine in a, like, take it, go to illustrate it. If you want to know how it's like to be inside a T-34, go into an old shipping container, turn on a several hundred horsepower diesel engine inside there, let it run, and try having a conversation whilst you're wearing a tanker's helmet. And yeah, they did not have throat mics, so there was no way for them to like reliably communicate with each other in these tanks. The way the commander, who was doing two jobs, by the way, he was not only the commander, he was also the gunner of the tank. Unsure. I think he's on the left side here. Yeah, he's on the left side. The way he, for example, communicated with the driver was via his legs. So he kicked the shoulder in the direction he wanted to go. Does he want to go right? Well, he kicks the right shoulder, okay? So he orders his tank up. Boo 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 boo. He has to get down. He's looking through this shoddy periscope or through the gun sight or opening up. Rarely Soviet tankers in general wanted to fight buttoned up. Okay, he gets down here in the fighting compartment. He sets sight, and he has to find through basically a straw. You know, it's really hard. Commanders visual instruments are generally better at locating targets, and gunner visual instruments like sights and such are better at engaging targets. Anyway, so he's looking for this straw sight and having to find the enemy, and then to communicate to his loader, who is right here beside him, which type of ammunition he wants to use. He has to communicate via hand signals. So he basically reaches around the breach, slaps him on the shoulder if he's not paying attention, and shows a open fist for high explosive and a closed fist for armor piercing. And then he has to engage. So yeah, I mean, it's a very rudimentary like design, and very simple, very like, I've said it before, I would never have wanted to serve on one of these things. In general, did not want to serve on a tank in World War II. But if there's one place you don't want to be, it's inside a T-34, which can be seen by its statistics throughout the war. It's a bit of nerdery from me, but all I'm trying to say is that in general, he was the Soviet tanker, especially at this point in the war, was poorly trained. He was throughout the war poorly trained in a poorly made tank that could be penetrated from most angles with 5 centimeter guns. In general, there were examples even early in the war, of course, of like well-made tanks that could withstand, as the game here shows, like a lot of fire. But this might just be one of them, I guess. But in general, this is not what would have happened. That was a long talk from me, but it's something that's been grinding my gears throughout the campaign here a little bit. I haven't said too much about it, but it's like, I mean, if you think I'm exaggerating, just look at the side of this tank. If you can see it on your screens, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 shots just impacting the tracks here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, just from a like quick count impacts from to the side from a 5 centimeter gun at a distance of about 1,000 meters. So I don't know, guys. You tell me. This gun cannot see across to there. He cannot see that far. But if the KV-1 keeps going on that road, he will be visible to this gun. So let's cancel that targeting arc and allow him to freely engage if he spots the enemy target. And I think he should be moving into line of sight for those guns. This is a bit far out for the Pak 97s, which are firing heat rounds. It's about at the maximum range, which you would like fire heat rounds with any sort of accuracy. So maybe, but I'm not counting on these guys to do the heavy lifting here. We are coming into contact with enemy mortar sections out here. With BM, I don't remember what these are called, 37 mortars, maybe 8 centimeter mortar systems at least. I can still hear this damn T-34 firing here. However, I think these guns should be getting their eyes on it at this point. So do it like that, I guess. And we can hear our own mortar actually silencing the enemy mortar emplacement back here. Cool. So see what happens if I turn on AI targeting. Nothing. Okay. Might as well turn off the AI fire control then. Oh well. I don't know what made this KV-1 want to turn around like that. Maybe he got targeted. I did not pay attention. I'm trying to look for any... Okay, he actually ducked his head down, this commander. Which kinda tells me that he did get targeted here. Nothing has impacted seemingly. But yeah. Unsure. He might have just gotten a round whiz by from a 7.5. It's a bit... The tracks end here. Or do they? Yeah, they end about here. So, maybe is what I'm saying. Okay. This recon platoon, Son, could easily move a bit to the left here in the trench. And Mats can follow them. We get some more fire going towards these guys that are fighting with our weak platoon there. The MGs are now getting targeting towards there, which is really nice. That should help out. Is this Schultz platoon, or Schatzmann is just a platoon by name. It's more of a squad at this point. Yeah, this B-34 is still kicking out here. We had more impacts here as well. What was it that I counted to? 21, 22, 23. Obviously, some of them are glancing impacts, but ain't nobody gonna tell me that these are glancing impacts. Those are clean entrance holes, you know. KV-1 is taking a stroll through the woods here. Look at this shit. Okay. Cool. Oh, look, Pack 40 is getting targeting to its rear. This is a far shot from the Pack 40. I could hear a round whizzing by. Yeah, it impacted here at the top of the trees. He lost visual. Let's see here. I desperately, or I really want to select you. Pack 40 here. Yeah, he's probably not gonna get another chance, but it was pretty cool to see. Oh my goodness! Something whizzed by from there. Yeah, it's this pack. Did we hit it? I don't think so. I think we should have heard it, like a metallic noise. You guys are retreating because you're damaged. Gun mechanism and recuperator, okay. Yes, so. Yes, it could happen. They took quite heavy artillery fire. There's no guessing about it. It's quite obvious what happened. Now Son is just getting into position to help out here. Cool. Cool. Unit destroyed. MG-34 out in the open here, or well, one of the ones that were in non-operational condition from before. Oh well, yeah, sad, but it happens, I guess. These are, you know, they're close to these points you want to take. What is it called? Well, victory points, I guess you could call it. They're quite close to these victory points, and thus they will get targeted by artillery quite heavily. So it is what it is. And let's tell Zon to hold position here. Are engaging. Mats is moving along quite nicely. Okay. Yeah, let's keep it up. I'm guessing we won't be pushing with these guys in this episode. We will see how it looks going forward, but I want to really soften up the enemy before we get going and, you know, such things. Spawn units are running desperately low on ammo here. They don't carry a whole lot of ammo as their recon units. So kinda sucks, but you know. This KV. What is he doing? Does not want to. He's retreating. Fine by me. Something is spooky over here, by the way. No, you can see it. Look at this. Hold on. Hold on. Oop. Maybe the bushes, but I know they can see it due to it being white over there, so bushes shouldn't be doing anything, and they have been targeting it before, so I guess we could move them out a little bit here. I don't know. See if that changes anything. Let's move up a little bit with these guns. I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna do a whole lot, but this gun is not surprisingly like unable to target, but here we go. I don't know. With maneuver might be interesting here as we move covertly. I don't know. I don't know though. You can hear the DT machine gun fire from the T-34. Oh, it's getting retargeted now by the guns. Beautiful. Keep it up. And we're blowing pieces off of it, aren't we? No, maybe not. Add that to the tally of impacts I've counted. Firing too high are my AT guns. T1 way back there being moved up. Guessing they're getting on it by now. Yeah, they're angling up towards the enemy. It's so primitive. Looking up the gun. Or missing. Oh, no, actually hitting quite high, I think. How much punishment can this one tank take? Okay. Beautiful fire intensity. Here we go. That's the damned 76mm now showing us its rear. Come on, Lutwitz. Do the same quickly. Let's move quickly here. We catch the enemy. I know it might be stupid. We have enemies between us and the gun, but keep going, keep going, keep going. If we can catch this 76 out here, it's gonna be a great day. And finally, the last crewman has not been killed, but actually disembarked. You can see he's been abandoning the tank here from the combined gunner and commander station, or position, rather. see here if we can order our priority targeting of that gun. Oh no. Yeah. Get online, start firing. Everyone that can should engage that gun. Yeah. Oh, and here we're reporting that we're taking fire from the French with the freaking T-26 embarked into it as a fighting position, or like cover almost. Friendlies have been killed there, two men. Oh yeah, and Lutwitz is taking casualties, aren't they? This is a bad place. Gun can fire along the length of the platoon like that. I don't know how they're gonna sort this out. It's also kind of well supported by infantry. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. But I don't know what to do with them either. Just back off. What the hell is the cable crew doing out here? How far do we need to push up to be able to engage that guy? It's more about how far right do we need to go. Quite a bit, honestly. But, yeah. Let's do it. Hopefully. And let's have Lutwitz throw some smokes and disengage here. Now our poor AT gun platoon is gonna be moving out here. Let's see, maybe we can get the platoon leader up. Well, not really required for this though. In a gunfight, like one-on-one, we are gonna beat the 76. I'm pretty sure we have a way higher fire rate, better accuracy, higher velocity. We're kind of favored. And look at this, we're gaining targeting towards a mortar system as we move out. Engage it then. We don't get engaged ourselves, lest we be undone. And it's being targeted by our own mortars back here. That mortar team back there is doing a really good job, actually. Can we... We're firing via direct line of fire as well. Very sick. Okay. I'm not too worried then. There you go. That's them done. Beautiful. And the KV. This stuff. In the rear. Who are you guys? Oh. And combat coming from one of the packs now. Interestingly enough, I did not follow along as to what happened. Perhaps they got engaged as they were moving by the 76. Which wouldn't be... Oh, you can get eyes on it. So you should stop right there. There you go. Look, now we're targeting to 76. Hopefully we beat him out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I can barely see it. Oh, it's way behind there. But, oh, there's two of them even. There's two of these bastards. But we got a nice shot off. There you go. One more is the coup de grace. And we actually took an impact there as well. We killed it, but we were immobilized as a result. This one is completely done for. I think this one can still fire. However broken. Yeah. So as you can see, these guns are quite effective in that like gun-to-gun engagement, but you know, moving across the open as they can see you is generally not like the best procedure, but it's the only option available to us really here, so. This one is gonna be even harder to target way down here. Okay. Heavy fire being received here, but our friendly MGs up here are doing a good work of suppressing the enemy. And this place, you know, if you remember from previous battles, was fiercely defended by our own units. Pretty cool battle to see, actually. And here we can see the remnants of a really cool engagement as well. If you missed that one out, we traded with a T-34 with our own AT gun. An actual trade in this game. Believe it or not. And now we're getting targeting. Beautiful. Our pack 38 is engaging. You can hold right there. We're getting targeting towards this 76. And hopefully we're the first to... Nope. Come on, boys. Come on. Yes. Hitting, I think. You can see the fire rate here and the velocity is really good for us. These have been true workhorses of the campaign, these 5 centimeters. I've come to appreciate them more and more, although their ballistic-like effects on tanks have left a bit to be wished for, which, I mean, they did in real life. You know, I mentioned earlier that they were able to, like, crack through in, like, deal with Soviet tanks in general, like, in a lot of cases. Obviously, there were cases where they couldn't as well, so... I mean, they weren't this, like, these are not, like, fucking, what do you call it, like, 88mm, like, black guns. They won't pierce through a KV-1 from the front. But, there has been cases of them beating out KV-1s, obviously. But, in general, no. So, I mean, the 75mm Pack 40 was a very, like, welcome upgrade in the ballistics department. However, a very heavy gun. So, I mean, obviously, probably not that appreciated by the crews, to be honest. As it was way heavier to lug around. Here we're coming upon... Oh my god, we've come upon a lot of enemy riflemen and such things here. Which we are engaging. Nice. Lutwitz is getting mowed down. We could send in Olberg as a, like, reserve for Lutwitz now. And here the KV is moving along, no care in the world, towards our 80 guns, which are exposed in the open. bad times to be had. So if we can, we should tell these guns to back off. If they're able to. And it can still be moved around. Maybe this one can't. It's quite immobilized. Here we can see actually a pack for the getting a targeting vector quite nicely out to the KV-1 here. It's a far shot and the target is moving. So I'm not like expecting any grand deeds here, but if we make it, we're probably gonna get some nice effect on target actually from the side here. And as I say that, I mean these KV-1s have been proven to be quite monstrous, like in their armor. So let's not have too high hopes here. MGs out in the open are now out of ammo. So we could just as well send them back. Take up position, I don't know. It's here, like just get back guys. AV is yet again being retargeted. So it would be cool to... Ooh, yeah, a track would be awesome. Hit to the tracks would be awesome, knocking the tracks out if we can. No further shots. He's quite, or well, he's a bit in like camouflaged. We are firing from right over there, and this tree is just in the way, so stopped in a good place at least. Oh my goodness. We need to get out of here. Come on, boys. Quickly just get back. If you can, please. These guys are cooked out here in the open, these AT gunners actually. And we have no way of targeting the KV, do we? No. Okay. Well. Lutwitz has found a nice position here now. We could tell them to, if able to, occupy trenches and such things and try to spread out on a line towards the enemy. If at all possible. Without maneuvers maybe. Yeah, and the AT guns here are reporting that they're taking fire. Also quite obviously from the KV-1. Which found a nice place to stop right here. Maybe it was forced to stop by that shot, we don't know yet. But I can't seem to find... Oh, there's an entrance vector right down there. It did not hit the track, it hit right there. We might have killed the driver actually. Which is why it stopped. And yeah, these guns are done for. Mortars are hitting them. They did their job, but one T-34 for or one T-34 and 2 field guns for a whole anti-tank platoon is not the best result we've had throughout the campaign, let's be honest, but it's what the BAL like dictated. So see, there are foxholes here which I would love for us to occupy, but yeah. This... Oh yeah, that gun is getting away, obviously. Might have to move up these guns then. See here. If we get up here, we could fire at the KV-1. So let's do that. Not fast or anything, I don't want these guys to exhaust themselves too much. To decide we should be able to do some work against this tank. You, this pack 40 over here. I mean, he can't fire across here, no. It's just slightly out of view. The hill is a bit too large here in between them. Yeah, these guys are... they can just move as they like. Try to get back, try to get out of here. I don't know. I don't know, boys. I think those AT guns have done their job, and that's about it. Lutvitz is now... yeah, they're not faring too well here. So let's have them push back yet again. And quickly and without formation or anything. Actually concealed move and quickly get back there. My poor AT guns. Well, it was a gamble, as I said earlier, to move them out this way. And I don't know if you want to say it paid off. We took out 2 guns and they hindered Luttwitz forward movement, but Luttwitz is unable to move due to the amount of infantry here. So maybe it was a bad idea. I think these guys are getting a bead on the on the KV1 here as they move out, which is nice to see. Can I tell these MGs to move back? Maybe not these ones. You guys can easily try to just go back there. You have no ammo to speak of. Just get back and set up defense. Now the Soviets are intruding on our frontline position here, which has seen hard fighting throughout the whole campaign. I think Olberg might just have to get up here at the front line. Take their time, but do it. As usual. Yeah, and you're getting he's actually getting a visual contact on that KV1. Not firing though, not finding a good firing solution. Let's push up just a little further here. Let's check the distance to it. Yeah. We can hit here. Retreat coming from Luttwitz platoon. Yeah, well. I didn't expect there to be so many fucking riflemen out there, but... let's push up Stäble into the next trench line here. It will be inside of the KV, which is dangerous. Medle platoon could also up and take this trench line so they hold it together with Stäble. Stäble is moving along. Oh yeah, told to act with caution, so let's turn that off. Not sure why we aren't targeting this D34 or this KV1 now, as both AT guns should have quite a nice view on him. Yep. I hope they can see through all this grass. I don't know though. Might just have to tell them to manually target it, I guess. I don't know. There we go. So now we're gonna get some rounds off towards the side of the KV. As I said, they're not very accurate at this distance. It's about as far away as you want to fire with them. But if we hit, it's gonna go through, I'm suspecting. As these are heat rounds that we're firing, so they don't really care if how do you say it? If we're far away or if we're close, it's gonna be the same penetration value regardless. I think we're firing too far, we're firing too high. Just a bit lower now, boys. So it's our encroaching here, just as in the beginning of the campaign. And we're holding on by a thread, just as in the beginning as well. Let's tell Olberg to do this quickly, actually. We're needed at the front line. Now I think we're actually starting to strike the T-34 here. Yeah, look at this poor man. This Soviet rifleman who was in the vicinity got or he got knocked out by the blast wave. Getting closer and closer, aren't we? Still fire, like, still not hitting reliably. Lutvich, I've been told to get off. Get away. We hit there? Yeah, look, a new entrance hole right here. Beautiful. Keep it up, boys. Whoa. So, just so you guys know, those who haven't listened carefully throughout all the episodes, these are guns from 1897, you know, these are old guns. There you go, beautiful. Not a scratch on the tank. But we have gone through this from the side and, you know, set fire to them and stuff, so I'm not that worried. Like, when we start getting these reliable hits, I think we're gonna take care of it. This one has enough ammo to fire at it for quite some time. Plus, it's demoralizing the crew and, you know, causing all sorts of confusion and issues inside the fighting compartment. Remnants of Ludwig's platoon are still here fighting. They did not listen to the order that I gave for them to move away, but yeah, maybe they were unable to. It's fine. And yeah, I think we will check it out for a little bit more and see if we get this KV1. Then we're gonna end this episode. I don't know. 2 minutes left. Doesn't even look like we're scratching the paint, honestly. I know for a fact that we can't take these out from the side with these guns. I have evidence of that. What is it? This one. This one was set on fire by a side shot. First impact just started an engine fire, which is, you know, seeing this, it just reminds me of how lucky we were to actually get that easily. Yeah. Stable and Medle platoons are set up here at the front line. Good. I think we can move Pantsna out towards these. I don't know what these are supposed to be, foxholes or whatever. Now that we're engaging the the KV-1. I keep talking about some T-34, but it's clearly not, you know. We have some riflemen out here in the field, which I think our company-wide attack later should be able to clear up. Main fighting like strength is centered, I would say, around here right now. I think next episode, and there we go. Didn't we? Nope. I was like, did we not kill the T-34 here? But no, you can see quite a few entrance holes here on the side. We're just gonna have to keep hammer away at it, you know. There you go. There you go. Now they're abandoning it. Beautiful. AB1 dealt with. Just in the nick of time as well. So next episode, all these highlighted units here that are blinking, they will be supported by these 3 light tanks and pushing out into this field to retake along Caveria Creek here. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool to see. Anyhow guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until next time, take care.